paintball guns. Good evening, I'm Marie Mortera.
And I'm Jim Snyder. More than a dozen people targeted over the past month at Washington and Buffalo, Sahara and Decatur, and Flamingo and Jones. News 3's Denise Rosh is looking into this crime wave, and we just saw some of the pictures, Denise. These things hurt.
Yeah, Jim, and according to police, these attacks began several weeks ago. Someone in a moving vehicle randomly shooting at people. And while paintball guns are easily purchased either online or at any sporting goods store, police say they are not a toy.
It's because we use the plug on this one. We got a little holder for them right here.
Thomas Hughes has been involved with paintball for more than 20 years.
It's splattered.
As manager of Las Vegas Premier Paintball, he says done correctly, it is perfectly safe.
Never seen an injury other than falling on your butt.
Which is why a recent string of random attacks, he says, is so frustrating.
It's really bad. It's really unsafe, 100%. They're just, being vandals.
According to Metro, the attacks began several weeks ago. More than a dozen incidents reported so far at intersections in the northwest part of the valley. The department even issuing a warning on its Facebook page. Spokesman Larry Hadfield.
I think it's very important for these individuals to know that it's not a game. They're not out there playing paintball with their friends.
And here's just some of the evidence photos. Citizens hit as they're walking down the street, some suffering injuries. We caught up with Michael Ratcliffe catching the bus at Sahara and Decatur, one of the areas these crimes have been reported.
Whether it's a little kid or a baby that comes around, or an elderly senior citizen, who knows? It could all fire and hit off somebody, so it's definitely wrong there.
As for charges, Hadfield says it's a case-by-case basis, but discharging a firearm from a vehicle is one of them.
Some may argue that it's not a gun, but it is an object that's being propelled by air, which would be consistent with the statute, and it's causing people injuries.
And back at Las Vegas Premier Paintball,
it's the adrenaline rush.
Hughes says paintball is so popular, major tournaments are now held here in Las Vegas. Thousands of competitors who know there are rules to be followed.
We have a safety briefing, then we actually have a ref go again, almost quiz them again, make sure they're paying attention to the video, and then again, there's refs out on the field, and we have asked people to leave, of course, if they didn't do stuff safe out there.
And Hughes says those paintballs can be fired at 200 miles an hour. Anyone with information on this case is urged to call Crime Stoppers, 702-385-5555. Reporting live, I'm Denise Rosh for News 3. Let's go back to you in the studio.
Yeah, definitely not a toy when used like that. Denise, thank you for that report.